Alright guys, what is up? It's your boy, Paper Boy, and today we're going to be doing our first ever AEW figure review. If you haven't checked out our first ever introductory video to the channel, go ahead and check that out. But let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be the first time that we review anything that is AEW related, and what better figure to start than with the AEW Target exclusive AEW Revolution pay-per-view limited edition Bryan Danielson. Yeah, that's a fucking word for. But yeah, this figure came out recently. We were able to pick it up at one of our local Targets, and at first we were skeptical about this figure, just because we did see the product renderings and the product shots of this figure. I wasn't really impressed, but when I saw it in store, I actually decided to pick it up. But yeah, here's a quick 360 of the box. It just has Bryan Danielson on the back. And then it has, the figure with the accessories, with the shirt. But yeah, let's go ahead and unbox this guy. If you guys are aware of how AEW packages their figures, it's a little hard to keep them, mint in box. But there is a way to keep them mint in box and being able to display them in case you ever want to put them back. But yeah, you would have to take out the figure from the bottom of the box. And let me show you guys real quick. If you guys didn't know this already, you would have to kind of make like a slit on the bottom of the package in order with like a box cutter or something, some scissors. Just be very careful. Obviously, you don't want to damage it. But yeah, this is afterwards. You pretty much just want to like slit open a flap where you can kind of like open up the plastic tab and grab the actual figure from the bottom, and you would kind of like slide it out. But just like a quick demonstration. But yeah, look, I already kind of have it halfway out, but that's pretty much what it will look like. You will, be able to take out the figure with the, plastic carry, whatever thingy. You would be able to easily slide it out, and then the box would be in perfect condition. It would not have any damage. It would not have any, cardboard ripping. And as you can see, the box looks perfect. It looks, in mint condition. And if you want to put the figure back in the box, you would just do the same process. You would just open the, the bottom flap. You would just open the bottom flap, and then you would just slide the figure back in. But yeah, enough fucking yapping. Here is the figure outside of the box, loose with all its accessories. It's a really good figure overall. At first, people did not like the figure because of the head scan. If you can kind of see at the head scan right now, people compared it to like G.I. Joe and things like that. I saw the same thing. I didn't really see a resemblance to Bryan. But with the figure up close, in my actual hands, the figure looks really nice. It's a really good figure. The head scan holds up pretty well. And it does come with this American Dragon shirt. I really like this shirt. It's a pretty detailed shirt. The gear that it comes with is obviously from the AEW Revolution pay-per-view. Really good figure, really good gear overall. And the shirt, again, I love when it comes with, shirt accessories or like weapon accessories. It just gives, more options for other figures that you may have in that collection from that same figure, or figures that may look better with certain accessories. But here's a close-up of the shirt itself. Like I said, the shirt is really nice. It's a really nice detailed shirt. It isn't, the shirt doesn't feel like starchy. It doesn't feel rough. It's in perfect condition. Really good shirt overall. Here's the figure without the shirt, and here's a close-up of the accessories that the figure comes with. The figure comes with 2 fisted hands, as well as alternative, it also comes with 2 open palm hands to kind of do like the pose that he does at, on the top turnbuckle during his entrance. Here's a close-up of the figure without the shirt. Again, the head sculpt looks really nice on this figure. It does have a resemblance to Daniel Bryan. There's obviously better head sculpts out there, but it does have a really good resemblance to Bryan. And again, this is the gear from AEW Revolution. It's a really good gear. I like the design. Daniel Bryan doesn't have the most ecstatic gear, but it always looks clean, and it's simple, effective, and clean, and it's awesome. But yeah, here's a couple poses with the figure. It is, again, this is the AEW figure articulation. Really good articulation, and I like how you're able to kind of like swap parts around with the figures. At least for the AEW ones, it's a lot easier to do it. They kind of pop off a little easier. But yeah, and then also for this figure, it doesn't look glossy how other AEW figures would look. especially the more like, you know, the first releases for the AEW figures, they would look really glossy. This one doesn't really have that on its, you know, figure. The figure looks smooth, it looks clean, it doesn't look glossy, it doesn't look like it has like a, and then the figure holds up pretty well. The AEW figures, you know, again, I don't collect a lot of them, which I'm probably lying because, you know, as you'll see later in the video, I do have a good amount of AEW figures, but the amount of, you know, WWE Elite figures that I have kind of doubles what I have in AEW. But yeah, here is, you know, the figure with the shirt with the back of the box, you know, to kind of like mimic the pose that we have for the figure here. The, you know, the joints are, they're good, they're smooth. Nothing on this figure is loose. The paint apps as well, they're clean. There's no like sloppiness. The figure itself is in amazing condition. It's perfect. It's everything you want in a Daniel Bryan figure. And sorry, in a Bryan Danielson figure. I got that WWE mentality right now. But yeah, the figure looks really clean. It looks really good, and this is what it looks like height comparison next to our, you know, Supreme Kenny Omega. If anyone remembers their rivalry when Bryan Danielson first debuted, they had some banger matches. You know, obviously people out there know that Bryan Danielson doesn't really want to be world champion, but it would have been nice to have at least one run with the AEW world belt, and his feud with Kenny Omega probably would have been the most perfect time to do it. But who knows? Maybe down the road we may see an AEW World Championship reign from Bryan Danielson. Here's a quick recap of what the room looks like right now so far. There's an AEW stage like you saw. Here's our CM Punk wall. I love CM Punk. That is my GOAT. That is the greatest of all time. Yeah, here we have Malachi and we have Penta. We have our mid-on card AEW figures as well as some other mid-on card WWE figures with the Edge. Things like that. If you guys want to see a full room tour, let me know and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.